Coin Junkie, incredible. Coin Junkie, let me know if you can hear me. Man, that camera's close. I can almost see up my nose. Coin Junkie, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. I don't know how you do it, man. It's incredible. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. We can hear you, and we are excited. Yeah, me too. So, Rand, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Scott Hall, thanks for coming in. Matt83, what is going on, my dude? What's up, Flipper? I'm heading north to Memphis. We just left earlier today. Hey, nice. Matt, be safe, my friend. I've been watching some of these videos of you guys out there pushing and pulling, and there's some crazy stuff on the tube about you crazy Paro drivers. You got to laugh, didn't you? You know you laughed. Okay. Ashes, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Little Penny, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Scott R., what's going on, bud? I've been watching you on Facebook, and congratulations. You got lots of stuff going on over there, and I think you're really enjoying life. So what sticks out in my mind on your last Facebook stuff? Oh, the heart and the peanut butter. Wasn't that cute? Scott, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Been missing you, my dude. Muppet92. Muppet929, what's going on? Thanks for being here. I need to change this chat. And if anybody wants to jump up here, feel free. Let me X out of this. Let me go to this. It's going to be a second here. I think I'm doing the live one. Yeah. And need to bring that up. Click on that. Okay, hold on. Man, I got a weird voice too today. Holy moly. Okay, drag that down. I think I can X out of this. Yeah. Okay, maximize this. So, man, this lighting's killing me. You guys are, and this camera's so close. Ashes, can I adjust that camera? Can I back that thing off? Let me see. First of all, here's the link. Copy. Come over here. I'll get caught up in the chat in a minute. Oh, wait, what's going on? This is all new to me. I just started doing this stuff about a day ago. All right. There's the linky if you want to jump in. Just let me know that you're in the basement because I'm kind of a space cadet. All right. Hey, Gear, what's going on, bud? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Still haven't set up my pop-out chat. Let me do that. So I got 3 things going on that I do want to let you guys know of. More than that, I got like a handful of things. So Scott Hall, thanks for being here. Matt, thank you for being here. Scott R., thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Loud and clear. Loud and clean. Okay, got that. Nomad, thanks for being here. Kiera, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Ashes, thank you very much for being here. Thank you guys for carrying around that. Rick Howe, thanks for being here. And thank you for being a member. It's much appreciated. I thank you for that. Mikey, what's going on, my bud? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Mikey, your pack went out. It was mailed out today, so you'll have something in a few days. All the packs went out, and anybody who had a delayed pack because of the little nightmare of my printer, you all got a little bit of swag something in your pack. So I gave out like 30 little swag packs that are heading out to you guys just to give you a heads up. Rick Howe. Ashes, those seeded dimes I got from you, did you know that one of them was Carson City Mint? Huh. Nice. Far North, what's going on, bud? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. And if you guys don't have that channel right there, Far North Coins, you need to grab up that channel. That's a coin hunting channel, and I claim him to be a friend of mine. And they're just a really, really good channel. I enjoy going over there. Matter of fact, if I'm on the tube and I'm not outside of our niche, I'm at Far North if they are on. Always learning something from them. It's pretty incredible. No, sick, but wife got positive for COVID. I think I was a false positive. I'm very, very sorry you're sick, Scott. And we'll all get through this. I hope everything goes well with you and that. I appreciate that. It just, I don't know. It's like dodging bullets. You know what I mean? Silver Wishes, thanks for being here. Vern LaPointe, what's going on? Who else? We got Gear, Ashes, Far North. So I have news that we're going to be going over. I think I see everybody. I think Taylorism, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. I might have soup and grilled cheese tonight for dinner. My cough is getting worse. Yeah, be careful with that, Mikey. I'm sorry your cough's getting worse. Taylorism, you had a pack going out too. You had a pack that went out today. A giveaway or something, I think, or it went out. Just to let you know. 3030 in the basement, Dad. Ashes, I do not see you in the basement. I hope I didn't grab the wrong linky. Let me click on it. No, that's the correct link, and I do not see you in the basement. Scott R says, Big Flip, we are just quarantined. We ain't sick. Yeah, I get it. You got to look at it. Everybody's pretty much quarantined if you think about it. Philip, what's going on, bud? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I've been quarantined since April. I haven't really done anything crazy. I went to the lake a couple times, but I wasn't close to anybody. Stayed in the RV. You know, I've been locked down at this house. I'm so over it. Philip, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Ashes, I do not see you in the basement, my dude. Coin Junkie, what did I miss? Anything here? Coin Junkie, let me look back a little bit. I might have missed something. I'm sorry to hear that, Vern LaPointe. I'm very, very sorry. I can't work for at least another week. Drives you nuts being quarantined. Yeah, and, you know, we're not really quarantined, but I just do my part and I stay home. So I'm not creating more issues. Our whole house just got over the... This is kind of my thoughts on that. And then we'll get off the COVID thing because I think it's a downer. No bot today? Sure. You guys just have to yell at me, you know the dealio. Hopefully it plays well with others. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let me see if you're in there now. Oh, there you are. Hey, Matt 83. Oh, this will be fun. What's going on?
Hey, can you hear me, pal?
I got you, Matt.
How are you doing, bud?
Good. How are you, my dude? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm about to pass up this boat in front of me. That's got about a city block of barges.
Nice. I'm excited about this, Matt. Matter of fact, I think I will. I don't know how to bring you up kind of on primary there.
Yeah, put him on full screen.
Well, we don't want to give all of it, do we, Ashes?
But you can get him all over for a little while. That's all right. I just assume watch this boat float.
His Perro,
Yeah, this canoe he's piloting in here.
his canoe. What do I do? How can I do it? Ah! How do I prioritize? Oh, maybe it's up here. Solo layout.
There it is. Yep, that's cool, man.
I'm trying to find something that I could set my phone on to put it sideways to where it would be full screen for y'all.
You have to get you a little phone holder you can just clamp on with a big old clamp on it.
Little suction cup to the window.
Yeah, suction cup window or something.
Sublime, what's going on, bud? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Who else?
There you go.
Raptor, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for dragging around that wrench. Appreciate that. If I missed anything in the chat, please news. What's happening? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
Hey, everybody in chat. Hey, Mikey, Scott R, Silver Wishes, Gear, Filter Board, Sublime, and Ral.
Hey, Far North in the house. Holy moly, we got a poster.
To your question, I did
What
not
up, everyone?
Hey, Far North.
Hey, Far North. Happy to see you in here. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Ashes, thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate you. This is kind of exciting.
Okay, I can't see the chat. Just to give y'all a heads up, I can't see the chat. I got it on my phone. I'm trying to pay attention
I'll
here.
do a
So
play-by-play for you there, Matt. Keep your eye on the wheel.
if it gets too loud, let me know. I'll mute myself because I know it gets loud over here.
Really, we can't hear anything in the background.
Yeah, I don't hear anything, really.
Blow the horn and let us see if we can hear it.
Coin Junkie says if you want
I would do that if I wasn't right here, but I'm gonna get in trouble if I put on right this week.
Coin Junkie says if you want to impress him, go ahead and parallel park that thing.
I parallel park all the time. We're in the river. It's easy. The river current pushes the side of the barges. When the current hits that, if I want to go in between that stuff, all I gotta do is let the river current hit the port side of my barges, the left side, turn it towards the bank a little, and it'll push me right over. It's actually really easy in the river. It's harder when they don't have current.
So
You
what
use the
river are you on?
barges. I'm on the Mississippi River. You use the barges just like a kite in the water. When my barges are empty, which they are now, I just on a really tall boat. The wind on the side of the barges acts kind of like a sail, so it puts me onto this fleet right here with the wind blowing a little bit. When it's loaded, the current acts pretty much like the wind, and it just pushes you wherever you want to go.
That's really cool.
You got about 15 feet there you're pushing in front of you there? Or what?
Sorry about that. It's kind of loud for you. Yeah, I got, we're 700 foot by 54, just a little bit over 15 feet.
You said, Matt, you said 700 feet in front of you?
Yeah, Roger.
Yep. How big a
Little-
screw thing got?
This is a 3,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
Incredible. Mud swap.
I'm
what's
making
going on?
6.3 miles per hour.
Right on, man. You're flying.
Yeah, you got to get close to the bank. See where that big boat's at in the river? That's where all the current's at. So I'm about to try to overtake him. I wanted to hook it up, but I don't want it to shake too much on y'all. I need to get by him, so I just set up.
Dimebag, what's going on? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Raptor Treasure, Mud Swat, Coin Junkie, Scott
yeah.
Hall, Scott R.
That's shaking way too much.
Hey, Rick Howell, how'd that CC look on the back of that bound? It looked pretty nice? Because I dang sure missed it.
Taylorism, congratulations on the name 63, my dude. Your coffee is coming your way, too. Yeah, Far North has some good coffee over there, man. I drank a cup of that the other night. I pressed it here in on the stream and drank that thing, and I didn't go to sleep till like 3 in the morning. Really, it was so much, it kind of made me ill. You know how you like get too amped up?
Yeah, my dad, he roasts that every day, and that blend. I think there's like 10 different beans in there,
Man, that's
and
enough.
that's the mellow stuff. He has some stuff that's called Whoa Nelly, and that'll make your hair stand up.
Huh. What is this? Another tug over here on the right, Matt?
Yeah, Roger, that's a fleet boat. He works this fleet right here on the side of me, so pretty much just brings barges off these big line boats out there. When they pick up barges as they go up and down the river, so when they have another barge to pick up, whoever loads the barges or discharges the barges will drop in one of these fleets, and then the next guy will get a run and orders on that barge. Could be a completely different company. He'll pick it up out of these fleets and these little boats on the side of it, so bring on the barges and help build their tow. Them big boats don't do. They just go up. I mean, they do a lot. Don't get me wrong. They go up and down the river, but they don't dock like we dock. They just back into the bank, and these little boats go and do all the little tow work on putting barges in and out of there.
So let me ask you a couple questions. You always have to stay to the right?
No. It's right now. This is considered when you're northbound. I'm on the one whistle side. This is pretty much how most people run in the canal or in the river, but in the river you have to pretty much get underneath the points, because underneath the points is where the slack water is going to be. If I go in the middle or further out, this trip, it's like a 700-mile trip from New Orleans to Memphis. It'll take me probably an extra 2 days if I run outside. I'll probably only make about 4.5, 5 in the middle, and I'm making almost 7 right here right now.
That's because of the current going south, Matt.
Correct. The current's coming around this bend in front of me, and it's going. All the current always goes deep into the bends. You know, it always goes in the middle towards the bends. So underneath the bends, a lot of times they have eddies that work. And I mean, I was doing 9.5, 10 miles an hour earlier, because some of these eddies, when you come around the bend, it makes a big whirlpool right there. And once you get underneath that bend, it'll shoot you forward really fast. And they might have 100 feet of water there because of that eddy working in circles right there.
So if you were right now, if you did a 180 and you were going back, how fast could you go?
Hooked up probably about 15, 16.
Man. Crazy incredible.
So there's fuel barges. You know, if they hold the fuel.
These are empty right now, but we're going load. The stuff that they run the ships offshore with, it's like a 6 oil with slurry oil.
Yeah.
Once the ships get out of into international waters, they don't have to worry about any of the regulations. So they switch from diesel to the cheaper stuff, and these ships run on black oil.
Really?
Really. True story.
Yeah.
I'm about to go right in. Here's the Anchorage right here.
As long as you don't get the bends, we'll be okay.
Yeah, Roger. This is the Anchorage right here. Ship Anchorage, where when they ain't got orders to go to dock quite yet, or they got to get customs on or whatnot, they park right here. So I'm about to shoot straight through the middle of 2 of these ships on Anchorage, trying to get a little. This is where the more speed's going to be at. So try to get through here in the middle right quick, get past this big old boy on the outside, so I don't bother him too much.
Well, so why don't those guys park out of the way? Why are they parked right in the middle of the highway?
This is actually way on the side. Where that ship is off to the side of me is the actual middle. The river just looks kind of crazy. You'll see once I come out of here, and there's a bridge ahead of me. There's not the Gramercy Bridge is coming up. It's the Sunshine Bridge right below Baton Rouge. 100 miles below Baton Rouge or so. But once I come out of this bend right here, I'm actually in a turn, so it kind of makes them look like they're in the middle. But they're way on this east side of the river. There's another probably, 2,000 feet between this outside ship on outside of me and the bank on the side.
So you know how police officers have ride-alongs. Can you do ride-alongs?
No, nobody's. I mean, I guess if they would get the right paperwork, you have to have a trip card and just checked out by the government and oh man, what's the TWIC people's I can't remember.
It's a law. It's not just a company rule, it's a law.
Yes, somebody could come on and I can escort them around if they don't have a TWIC card, but they have to be, coming to get a job. So, they'll let them on, but the whole time they're on my boat, I have to walk around with them. If it's maybe an inspector that comes out to inspect our barges, because once we load, there's a third party comes out to figure out how many barrels is in the barge. That way, the company doesn't steal from the customer and the dock doesn't steal from the other dock. So I had a third party people come out. So sometimes they'll come out and they don't have a twitch card and just have to get one of my guys that has a twitch card to follow them around and open all the doors for them. And, you know, ever since 9/11, it's gotten crazier and crazier.
Scratch and go. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I will no longer send IHCs to NGC. 2 of the 5 I sent back questionable color, while one's identical color and toning graded out. Yeah, I just had a gnarly one come back. They slapped it and it was questionable.
Hey, Big Flip, I just put a guy in timeout there, let you look at him there, and then we'll boot him here.
Go ahead.
The hotline guy in your chat.
Let me grab him.
Yeah, I was going to let you grab him so everybody can take care of him, and then we'll boot him for good once everybody grabs him. So everybody grab the hotline guy. So.
Yeah, if everybody wants to smash him up, block him from your channel, and then I'm going to take him out of the picture. He probably came in to visit Matt.
Probably so.
You can't read the chat, Matt, but it says the gay hotline.
Yeah, and his message was that you signed up to use their website last night, and you could go ahead and start using their free content. So
Awesome. That's a deal. That's a steal.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. I got to take one of the headphones off so I can hear. Hopefully this doesn't mess up my screen. Give me one
so
second.
you got 2 barges in front of you, right?
Yes.
Is that why there's 2 sets of wakes coming off, because the front of the second barge is pushing water too? Looks like there's 2 wakes.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a frustrating point of today. When I talked with the other guy on the boat who's also driving, I have a relief so I could go to bed. So before we left the other day, I told him when I left the dock I wanted to be strung out because they've been going up double up, which makes it 108 foot wide, and the current really affects how fast you go when you're 108 wide. You make a lot better speed when you're strung out like this, one in front of the other. But the problem is they put both rakes northbound, so I'm still getting the current hitting both rakes. If they would have flipped this board around and both boxes would have been in the middle, we'd had a smooth tow and we'd have made a lot better speed.
I got you.
So yes, there is 2 rakes right now hitting the water, which is something handy when you're in a canal and the wind's blowing a lot, because it'll put a breaking point for the wind. The wind will go through a little hole between the rake of the front, the back boards and the box of the front barge. But in the river, it's pretty pointless. All it does is slow you down more.
Gleason said hello.
Hey, what's up, Gleason? How we doing, pal?
Mikey, was that one of your buddies ran through here or what?
These guys got so much of them down.
All right.
Well, I'm about to have to leave in a minute, but once I get to this bridge here, it's going to be a traffic zone, and I'm going to talk to the Coast Guard, let them know all kind of information. It's just going to be annoying for all you fellas. But I'll be going up for the next 5 days if you do this again.
All right. Hey, why don't you just mute it and leave it running?
Okay, I can do that. I can definitely do that.
Yeah, that'll be fun for us to watch.
Okay. I gotta figure out how to mute it. Oh, I have another one now. Take it. Hold on one second.
Silver Keith, what's going on? I just saw you. Sorry about that. Scott All, thanks. Appreciate it. Mr. No Fly Zone, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. All right. So somebody asked, where is Matt 83 going? He's going up to Memphis. He's got about a 5 to 7 day trek up the river to Memphis from Louisiana. So Matt is a tugboat captain, and he pushes crude around the country.
Hello, Silver Keys. Hello, Roller.
Yeah, welcome in.
What am I?
No Fly Zone.
She says. Okay, so I'll show you guys what's going on. You guys know what this is?
Hey, did you get to lockout?
I took 10 Sawzall blades to that safe yesterday.
Holy crap.
I'm in.
Did you get in? That's cool.
I did. And then I dissected it. And there's the battery, the little knob thing, and the keypad. And I have not cracked the seal. Oh, let me change my view here real
They
quick.
can't see you, but you can say hi.
Hi.
What's up, little?
Go to the far north. What's up?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hello, Gleason's News.
One a goal is out.
Yeah.
All right, so here is the locking mechanism for my safe. And I dissected the whole thing and I saved it all. So all I can figure out is locks are getting long. They are beyond Sean Cassidy. Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it. I need to get to the barber, I know. So 097. And then if I click this, I'll do it again. It won't let me in. Play with it. See, it let me in. So I don't know what's going on with it. Wow.
Man. Sound like somebody lost a sit out of the ring.
Sounds like they spilled a wheelbarrow full of Legos. Okay, so I did it. Now what?
So how did you get it to unlock the first time there?
It just opens occasionally. It's
wow.
crazy. See, if I jiggled it around, it would do it.
Huh.
And I don't know, I probably just didn't jiggle it enough. But needless to say, I got in. And that's the first thing.
Extra.
Got that handled. Remember, I was freaking out over a lost pack? I got it. This is from Shibby Rob. It was a pack that was mailed to me on the 30th, and it arrived supposedly in my P.O. box on the 7th, and it was not there, and I freaked out. 12 days later, I got it back.
Wow.
And it's in my P.O. box today. Now, I don't know if somebody got it and then returned it to the post office or what, but I got my pack. Here's another thing. This right here was mailed to me, and it was mailed to me on the 17th of December. It's a Christmas card, and I got it today.
Wow.
So 1 month, and I do want to do a quick shout out. Inside here is a card, and super neat. It says, "Big Flippin' Family, hope a Christmas, a snow-filled, fun-filled day. Have a wonderful new year." It's from Big T and Mama T.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's cool. But the real cool part is they sent me a couple 1 grammers of silver, which is nice. I like my fractional, but they sent me this. I bought 2 buffaloes through their auctions a while back, and I guess they remembered, and they sent me a buffalo. Check them out.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I think it was a 2-parter when the buffalo was originally cut. I think it was originally cut, and then somebody did some work on it after the fact, like down here by the neck and on the back by the head back here. But super neat. So that's probably my 6th buffalo that I have now, or 7th. But super neat buffalo. And I want to thank Big T and Mama T for that. I appreciate them very, very much.
Hello.
So that,
Center
but
station.
let's get into Shibby Rob's pack here real quick, because this is what I thought I lost. And then we'll get on to, wow, look at that camera pointing in the pantry. Okay. No, that's not the one. Let's try this one. Boom. Let me take off the green screen. All right. So in the Shibby Rob pack, this is a month's worth of auction items that I bought at Shibby's house. Super neat.
Yes, I was a little on mute, my phone, so you heard me a little bit.
And here is our
Watch my shout out I did today. Something I got from Mama T. You will like it if you have time. I will do that. To the actuate freely. To the tumblers, the safe actuate freely. That locking mechanism is all mechanical, and it's new tumblers. I thought you were meaning the pack was in your safe. No, it was not. This pack was lost. Watch my shout out, got that. And let me go back a little bit more. But I got some cool stuff in here that I got from the Shibby. So I sure the locks are getting along. Oh yeah, I got that. All right, so this is from Shibby. This is a couple of his auction items that I got. Got a really nice Confederate States note. You guys see that? And super neat. I don't even remember bidding on that thing, but okay. And I don't drink, so I don't even have an excuse.
Yeah, but you just look at the handrails. I know. We know how it is.
And so this, be careful opening this one. Okay. I will be careful. Do we have everybody in here still? Hold on.
Yeah, Matt's still floating his boat.
Okay, yeah, we're cool.
Yeah.
I'm just typing away.
Taking care of business.
Yeah.
Nothing in there. And right here. So this was, I bid on this for the channel. This was a full roll of Buffalo Head nickels. And that's why I was really freaked out with $35 coins, because there was so much weight to them. So I got that. And then this was neat. This is a kind of an aftermarket slab. But I should have had Shibby put a sticker in there for me, another Shibby slab. But this is a super, super nice bullion round. I liked it. So I bought that. And the inside here is what I was really worried on.
Got the ball.
What size is that?
Consider a note. So here's the Morgan I got. Wrong one.
Daddy, can I go get heat on?
No.
So here's the Morgan, the 1881. S, San Francisco, super nice Morgan. So that came from the Shibby. This is a pack that I thought I lost. So it's super neat that I did get it back. It was very nice Morgan there. And here's that one coin.
Where did I put those coins?
Hey, Matt, Real Roller said you need to drop a few lure. You're going to be trolling like that. Other there's no sense in boating.
And then I picked this up, another stash of my gold.
Mike gets me a big rip cat.
That's pretty.
Yeah, this is what one of the things I was really worried about.
Well, I can see why you're worried if that thing was lost. What is that, a peacock? What is that?
Yeah, you know it's a peacock. It's a
Can
pigeon.
you hear me again?
I got you.
Okay, just wondering if I came back in or not.
Yep. So those are the items I thought I lost. Pretty incredible that I did get these items. I think what happened is this pack went into somebody else's PO box and they returned it, or it never got sent into my PO box.
Yeah, awesome turkey bird, Silver Key says. Scratch and go crazy. What's up?
All right, so that's that. Another thing. My bank told me that I will get boxes next week, so I don't have to fight for boxes anymore. I've been doing a really good job at finding them. Now I have unlimited supply. So those are the 4 or 5 things that I had, I think. Grand Golden, Merry Christmas. Yeah, took a month to get that card. That's a pretty sexy looking Morgan. Yeah, it is. I have some really nice Morgans, but that was really, really nice. Silver Keys, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I don't see any Siren in here, huh?
Yes, Siren's here. She's here.
Siren, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you very, very much. I just didn't see all the emojis.
Yeah, I had a pack that I mailed out to Everyday Copportunity, and it got delivered to a mailbox in Texas.
To what?
In Texas, and then he took and it was returned. No one at that address with that name, and then I got it back today, and thankfully everything was in the pack, and I made a mistake and put the wrong apartment number. The pack got lost. Not really. It came back to me, but I felt really bad about that. So, of course, I made it right with him. But that's what you have to do. But I was really worried. It's like, man, that's going to suck if it gets lost.
I had 10 flat rate packs to go out this week.
Did I get a flat rate?
You always get a flat rate.
Yeah, waiting on those 40s to come in.
Jaji, thanks. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
We're in LaPointe. Hello.
All right.
So I'm going to hop off. As you can see, I'm still at the fire station, so I'm going to hop off. Hop on still on later. Go ahead and see the wife.
Ashes, I appreciate you.
I don't know if I'm going to pet the dog and talk to the wife, or talk to the dog and pet the wife. I don't know which one I'll do. It's whichever one I get. So.
Well, be safe, Ashes.
What's that?
Be safe.
All right. Hey, y'all too. Hey, good to see everybody. Take care. Talk to you later.
All right.
Don't you hate it when you lose freaking keys and you can't find them?
When you lose keys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have so many redundant keys, or when I lose keys. You know, I would hide a key for my lady's car somewhere on the outside of her car, and a hide a key, just so I didn't have to go drive and give her a key. I could tell her where it was. I wouldn't tell her it was on the car. I would
No,
just hide it.
that's smart.
But yeah, keys. We'll get beyond keys here pretty soon, and everything will be electric.
Yeah, it's our PO box key, and my wife has one, but she's at work, and I wanted to go check the mail and do all that, but I had no idea where I freaking put it.
Are we auctioning that up?
Negative.
Come on.
But this is one of my scores the other last week. So I didn't even know about these until Silver Nitrate messaged me. He's like, "Hey, this is up for buy it now, you should get it. And so I looked it up, and they're pretty rare. But this was a token made by Emmy Hart, and he did a what are they called? A Westward expansion or something like that. Great West token collection. And back in the day, back in 1900, you could buy the whole set for $20, and the whole set was like 40 coins.
Huh.
Yep.
I have an entire set of ASCs coming in tomorrow from when they started until to date.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, really neat. I do have another collection of them, but it's not complete. That is a nice slab right there. I don't have one of those. Let me know, Ben, on that.
Well, I paid $4.25, which was retail, basically.
All right, so 426.
But so I got this in, and I don't have an NGC account, but that coin is one bump from falling out. You can see it right there. And so I need to contact them and be like, and to see how I can get that rectified. If I have to become a member or what.
Did you try slapping it down?
Well, I'm afraid, because if I slap it down, it might kick out that left side. So I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd have to go for it. But that's it. Started in 86, my birth year. Yeah, Raptor. 86 to date. It's an expensive set, but my coin shop set them aside for me. So I think I'm going to, does anybody know a really good place to get constitutional silver in bulk?
Yeah.
You do?
So I buy all my constitutional on Facebook.
Really?
There's a bunch of groups on there, and I can send you an email with the groups that I normally buy from. But there's some guys on there that they'll have $1,000 face value, and they sell it for close to melt. Actually,
Okay,
they basically sell it for melt.
So how do you secure doing something like that?
So I only deal with people that I've dealt with before. So I don't do like huge purchases with unknown people. A lot of those groups, they'll have, you can say, hey, I'll buy it, but I need references. And then you can go ask for references, and people will say yay or nay. I, knock on wood, I've never had a bad experience. And I've bought quite a few stuff through there. And actually, the stuff that I got was actually better than what they advertised. But I use PayPal. I mean, you don't have PayPal, but they use Vimeo and Google Pay. They a lot of them have different types of things, but I use PayPal. And so just in case I do get screwed, at least I can put in a thing and attempt to get my money back. But
well, I have a personal PayPal. I just don't let it out, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, yeah, you're buying it from someone, but most of those people that are selling they're not in it to screw you over. They're in it to, they're trying to make a profit. Now, there are some bad apples out there, but they are pretty quick to call them out, basically. And there's like a blacklist site where you can go and you become a member, and you can actually type in the name and see if that name has popped up on other groups. But that's the whole thing about the references thing, is like you can buy it now, because sometimes they don't have like one or whatever. You can say, hey, I'll buy it, but I need references. And for the most part, I mean, it's pretty fast. People will pipe in and say, oh yeah, that guy is a good dude. And all that stuff. Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Your ankle biters are happy.
My sister just came in the door.
No.
So yeah, I was, and another thing is my sister wants to invest a bunch of money into silver, and I think Constitution is the way to go. Then bullion wants a kind of fractional, so she can buy that little bit when the world comes to an end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just wish that I would have got into buying bullion and everything back when silver was $12 an ounce.
Yeah, 14, right? It was 14. It was $14 an ounce, and I did buy a lot back then, but my channel sucked it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raptor. I'll send you an email on that. I'm talking a lot of constitutional silver. That's what's sketchy about it. I think I'm gonna have to either see what my local coin store can do for me, or go through ABMEX or something. I don't know.
No, let me. Well, my phone's up there. I would scour Facebook real quick to see, because it's one of those things where they'll like, I don't know, like some of the guys that I deal with, when I pay it or when I get the invoice in, they're like legit coin shops. So like one person that I deal with is out of Florida, and his stuff he'll post bullion for like nice rounds for $1-2 above spot. I mean, and they're not just like generic Mercury rounds. Like I got 10 Canada Wildlife Series ounces for $2 over spot. It's like those things sell out instantly.
Yeah.
And to get them for $2 over spot.
Gear, thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. She wants to get a bunch of. I'm trying. I don't know what to tell her, but I need to find some place where I can get a bunch of constitutional silver. I buy on ABMEX if I have to. Yeah, me too. That's kind of what I do. But the community has supplied my channel with a lot of silver in the last year. Like I've bought out a couple of Bitcoin collections in the community, a couple of really big ones, as a matter of fact. All right, so here's one of the deals. I think I'm going to be able to get into a lot more $half boxes, and tomorrow I have 15 quarter boxes coming. Hopefully, I get into some more W's. If I do, I think I'm going to roll a box over for the Friday hunt. And I think I'll add one of the rolls to the Friday hunt for each $60 donation. I think that would be
that's cool.
fun. Just swap them out, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
Because I've got my fair share. I've got my 120 or whatever W's out of the deal. And I don't know, far north, I found 4 W's in a circulated box.
Wow.
2 nights ago.
Man.
4 W's in a circulated box. So they're here, and they've definitely been dispersed. Muscle Shell, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you.
Hey, what's going on, Muscle Shell?
So yeah, that was
shout out champion Muscle Shell.
Yeah, Scott Hall, that was a good box. And I'm usually finding one W per box, but that box, I found 2 and I went, whoa. And then I found 3 and I said, do you think I'll find a 4th? And I did. I found a 4th.
Wow.
So
are they a couple years old, or are they newer ones?
Okay, so I've been finding bats, lowells, and rivers. So, the lowells came out the 4th release of 20, and the bat came out the 1st release of 21. No, I mean 4th release of 19. And then the bats came out first release of 21, and I'm still finding those in W's. Dana F, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate the very, very much. Thank you very much for that, my friend. I appreciate that super chat. One of the first books I really enjoyed was written by Juanita Coulson. Took me back to 10 or 12 years old. Huh.
Well, that's
Also,
cool.
Raptor, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate you. Thanks for carrying around that wrench. Much appreciated. So I have 9 boxes of quarters I got to go through tonight. And of course, I can't drive by a bank without asking them if they have a box.
Yeah, you can't.
I know.
Yep, that's big flip.
Hey, little. What's going on?
It's daddy daycare.
Yeah, I heard.
I know, yeah, with his cars.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I have
Come home.
I have about, I don't know, 100 pounds of Legos that I'm going to
100 pounds?
Yeah.
You have a whole pile
I'm going to
head
put them on eBay.
of those.
Yeah, he has 100 pounds.
What?
Yeah.
You want me to send them to your house?
100 pounds of them? Are you freaking crazy?
Maybe I'll do it just to do it.
He just I'm sure it'd put to good use.
I know I've stopped my fair share of Legos into the carpet.
Oh, for sure. We've actually been pretty fortunate that. Well, never mind. I won't say it. Knock on wood.
So here's kind of a horrific story. I had these pike rigs for fishing for pike, and they're called quick strike rigs. And on one end of the leader is a treble hook, and it's tied solid to the end. Then on the other end of the leader, there's a loop, a split ring loop. And floating back and forth from that split ring loop to the set hook.
Yeah.
One of them fell on the ground in the front room.
Oh.
And I walked by and I kicked that thing. I sank one treble between my big toe and my next toe, and the solid treble went into the carpet. And now I'm strapped in the middle of the room. I can't get to anything around me to get this out of me. Or
Wow.
out of the carpet. I can't pull it out of the carpet. I can't get it out of my skin.
Oh.
And it was just terrible. So what I ended up doing was grabbing that leader. It was a steel leader. And I ended up pulling that leader so hard that it straightened out the hook, the treble hook, so that I could get to somewhere to get some pliers to pull it out from between my toes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Did the barb sink down into it?
yeah, the barbs were all set.
Oh wow. When I was little, I was probably 4th grade, 5th grade. We went fishing down in Homer, and there's they call it the Homer Spit, where it's kind of like a little lagoon where fish will come up in there, and you can saltwater fish. So there's no limits there. But anyway, so I was down there fishing, and I don't know how I did it, but I went to cast. I was reeling.
Sorry.
And I yanked the lure. It came back, and it freaking hooked onto my my eyebrow.
Oh,
Like went through my eyebrow and hooked. I'm like, oh. Went back to the camper. They had it was set, so they had to punch it through. Basically, like, yeah. I had a pierced eyebrow, and then they had to clip off the barb and bring it back out.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I took what was the other one? Oh, so my buddy. So I have a closed bow boat, but in order to get up underneath the bow, you had to kneel down and climb underneath there. Well, there was a little threshold where you could throw all the lures and hold your cigarettes and your lighter and everything on this little ledge. Well, a treble hook from a rattle trap fell down through one of the drain holes, and it was dangling there. and when he went underneath to go underneath the bow, it hooked him in the shoulder blade. And nobody knew he went out to the boat, and he was in the boat for like 2 hours screaming and hollering, trying to get somebody to help him to get that treble out of his shoulder because he couldn't get to it.
Wow.
So I was
Goodness.
away, and my lady heard him outside screaming. She went out and helped him out. But yeah, kind of getting off the subject there, but I don't know that we did have a subject. How many people are in here?
Did you hear me good right now, or am I cutting it out?
No, you're good.
All right, I'm about to have to wait for the traffic. It's pretty interesting. I was just to let y'all know, I got to stop right here. I got some southbound traffic. A big line boat, but come around this bend, and the way these line boats come around the turns, they can't just drive down.
Actually, hold on.
Sorry, they can't just drive down and go around the bend because if they're too big, they'll fly into the bank and they'll crash. So they have to actually stop on the point and put their boat close to the point and let the current throw their head or their toe around. So they'll slow down to like 1 mile an hour, and then let the current start flipping their head around, and so the current's pushing it south, facing them south. Then it'll take off again. So anyway, I'm about to have to stop. This guy will be down in about, I don't know, about maybe 15, 20 minutes to do that. I'll be slowing down pretty soon. Just figured I'd let y'all know what was about to happen. It's actually pretty neat to watch. They call it flanking the bends. Where they back up towards the points just to let the current take their boat around corners. Anyway, I'll go back on mute so I don't bother y'all.
Yeah, so I have a new bank up here.
Yeah.
Trying to reach out to different banks to get coin or whatever, and so I opened up this account because they had a coin machine that had 0% fees. Oh, dude, no. And so I went in there, opened up my account. Then after it was all said and done, they're like, "Hey, any more questions for us?" I'm like, "Actually, yes." Now that's all final, and I'm like, "That coin machine over there, do you guys own it, or is it leased to one of the coin or the armored car services?" And like, "Oh no, we own it." I'm like, oh, "Okay. Is there any way that I could buy the coins that people dump off?" And so went over, talked to the manager, and so I went over there and talked to her, and she's like, "Well, I mean, I've never had anyone ask that." And I'm like, "I mean, it's kind of weird, I know, but I coin roll hunt. I have a business about it. I would be totally interested to buy all the coin that you get out of that, because I know it costs you a fee to get it shipped out." She's like, "Well, I mean, I can't guarantee what's in the bag." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. Coin machines are going to be over and under. I mean, I get it, but I would be willing to do it." And she's like, "Okay, yeah. I mean, you can get whatever you want."
Holy moly.
Yeah. So I got last week. I started out. I didn't want to like empty them out, so I'm like, "Hey, well, do you have any pennies?" Because I know they're gonna have pennies, and so I grabbed 2 bags of pennies from them. I hunted one this morning. It wasn't that great. It was actually kind of dismal, but there was still copper in there, so someone wasn't searching them and dumped them off.
Do you keep all your copper?
Yes, I do, but because of these stupid 2018s, I had to get rid of a lot of my copper because coin machines will not accept 2018s without jamming. So I don't know what the deal is, but the 2018s, they don't go through the coin machine very well. And so the coin machine that we uses a friction plate. And so they'll get jammed up in there and then just rub against that rubber wheel or whatever, and then get shot out, and they'll be flaming hot. And so I have to add other coin into it to get those things to go through. And for many weeks, all I had were 2018s. Like I couldn't get anything else. And so I would add a scoop of copper into each one to help them get counted.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So one day we took back. So when we get the full box of 2018s, I'll cut off the tops. I'll dump out the rolls. I'll open up the rolls, dump them out into each box. So each box will have $500 ish, whatever. Whatever coins are in the rolls will go right back into that box. And then I'll go over there and dump them. And then I'll know if the coin machine is screwing me. And then one time we went, I was $200 ahead. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if they counted them as dollars. I don't know what the deal is. And we were having issues with it jamming. And so I'm like, maybe I had other coins I didn't think about that I dumped, but it was really weird.
Well, yeah, we deal with so many coins. It's really hard unless you have a ledger to keep track of exactly what's going back to the bank.
Yep.
All my coins are bagged up. So I hunt a box and then I bag it. I hunt another box and I bag it. So everything's kind of done with bags. So I kind of know what's going to the bank. I know that the bucket has $1,500 in it, because it's got 3 bags. But it's very easy to just, have an extra $200 in there from another box that you partially hunted, or, it's super easy to do that. Or, who do you know that's sitting on 20 boxes of nickels? Well, it's this guy. So if I hunt 2 boxes of nickels and I don't think about it, well, that's $200 that went back to the bank that I'm not even thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash, as Matt came to a stop, he's waiting for another ship to turn that corner because they have to turn it really, really wide because they can't turn so sharp. So he's just waiting there. And then that ship's going to come around the corner and then he's going to carry on. He didn't want to get T-boned. I think that's what he said. But so he's just waiting until one ship kind of makes it around the corner because he's going to use up the whole river. And then Matt will carry on. And Dig, is that dude really on a ship? Yes. That is Matt 83. If you don't know him, really neat guy. And he is a tugboat captain and he pushes crews.
I'm back. What this guy's going to do, they got 2 guys coming down. I don't know if the first one's got to back it or not, but he's going to be southbound. He's going to make probably 9 miles an hour. So he has too much weight, too many barges to come around this bend because it's really sharp. So he's going to slow down to about 1 mile an hour. He's going to put the head of his toe towards the middle of the river, and the stern of his boat, he's going to back up towards the point up here to the left. And what he's going to do when he slows down is the current's going to be going faster than he's going. So it's going to start forcing his head that he's got pointing in the middle of the river to come around the bend. And once it forces that head around enough to where he's pointing kind of at me, he's going to drive forward on it again. But yeah, that's what's happening.
Huh.
If that makes sense. Y'all see it in a minute if it doesn't get dark. So it's starting to get a little dark. So he should be down here and do it before it gets dark. But that's what I'm saying. It's interesting. If I was just waiting on traffic for guys coming around the corner, I'd have just got off. But it's actually pretty interesting to watch these ships that are, these boats that are, he's probably going to have 40 barges, Like the guy I just passed earlier, he had 30 barges. They're smaller barges than this. They're 200 by 35, but still, these guys are massive sometimes, they go 7 wide and some 6 long, so they'll be 1,200 feet long, plus a lot of their boats are 200 feet long. So you're looking at 1,400 feet long by, 200 feet wide.
Is that the same little skiff you've been on the last year, Matt?
Came on this one once everything slowed down. Before that, I was on the smaller boat than this.
I was just cracking a joke when I said skiff. Yeah, pretty incredible to watch that. I would
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
all day
It is a skiff, but yeah.
long. Oh,
Actually,
dude, what's going on? Thanks for
watch, I'm
coming
gonna
in.
show you. Oh, wait, what did it just do? Oh, I got a low battery. I actually have a skiff. See? The skiff down there?
Oh, isn't that cute?
We have a skiff on our skiff. Yeah,
So you didn't drop anchor. You just
that's how we
sitting
do our
there
crew
running
changes.
water.
Yeah, I'm just pushing the current, trying to stay in one spot.
Huh. Christina, thanks for coming in. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna go back on mute because these guys are starting to run him out.
All right.
So how many pennies or how many quarters did you submit for grading?
24 plus 34 total
Oh, okay.
out of 125.
So I'm guessing you're gonna try to flip those right when you get them.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
Do we ever know what we're doing?
No, I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm pretty sure every single person that runs one of these channels on YouTube that does coin roll hunting does not know what they're doing day in, day out.
Yeah.
I mean, you got more of a plan of attack than I ever have. And
And my plan of attack is pretty pretty boggled.
yeah, I never have a plan of attack.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I'm up in when I fly up to work, when I'm up there, I literally I don't have any computer really to do anything for the channel. The internet sucks. I can't do crap up there. I can barely get into live streams and chat. And so I'm gone for a week. And then I come home and it's go, go, go. Every day I'm home. I'm recording videos. I'm trying to get stuff done. And then Thursday I fly back out to work. And so I gotta create some more content because I'm trying to release content more regularly. So,
Right.
I mean, live streams are cool. I mean, I love doing live streams and chit-chatting with you guys and everyone. And I mean, it's fun, but to be honest, no one goes back and watches them.
Yeah, the coin roll hunts, I know.
Yeah, like no one goes back and watches them. No one. And so I need to make more content for people to actually watch.
Mary Jane, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, my dude. Thanks for being here. Yeah, absolutely correct.
And so, Real Ruler, I'm a correctional officer for the state of Alaska. So if you come up to Alaska and you're a bad boy, you're gonna see me.
I'm a bad boy.
If you come up here, you might see me.
Hey, Far North, I was watching on Netflix last night, World's Toughest Prisons. Have you ever seen that program?
I don't know if I've seen that one, but I've watched some on like Discovery Channel and stuff.
Check out the last episode of season 5.
Okay.
And it is on the new penitentiary in Greenland. Okay.
Okay.
And it is. So Denmark would usually keep all the people that went to jail in Greenland. And then Greenland opened up their own prison. If you look at this place, it looks like a millionaire's mansion wrapped with a fence. And when you go inside, you will not believe it. It might as well be an apartment condo living complex.
So, what was it? 5 years ago. So every commissioner or every governor we get up here, they pick a new commissioner for corrections. It's so dumb. So dumb. So every 4 years we get a new commissioner. And so every commissioner that comes in, they want to revamp everything. They want to, put their own twist on it. And so we had this one guy, I'm not going to mention names, but he wanted, because maybe he's watching, I don't know. But he went over to Denmark. Was it Denmark? It was somewhere over there. But they have one of the lowest recidivism rates in the world.
Right.
And so they wanted to model our prison system after them. Well, their prison system is like just what you said, a condo. Like literally you go in there and you have an apartment. You can actually go out and work and all this stuff. That is not a prison.
Yeah, this one guy, I don't remember what he was in for, but this is supposed to be the hardened part of the criminal. Oh no, this guy was smuggling in 5 kilos of hash. In his suitcase. And they caught him.
Wow.
This is his 3rd time getting caught. He served twice in Denmark, and now he's serving this 1 term in Greenland. But while he's in there, he leaves at 5 a.m. and he gets back at 9:30 in the evening, which, you think, okay, well, he's staying busy and he's working, and I get it, work release, whatever. But he can go out on dates. And so why are they paying for him to live in there if he can basically just come and go as he pleases and then just use it to sleep and to keep his stuff, where he works in the boatyard during the day and then he can go out in the evening out on a date with some lady and then come back to it was just incredible. You got to watch it. Season 5, and it's the last episode of season 5, and you can find it on Netflix. And it was just crazy. I couldn't believe it. Now I've seen some pretty nice prisons, like Australia's got some really nice prisons, and but I knew Greenland was just going to be out of the ordinary, and I knew that it was going to be incredible, and it was. Another one is the episode just before that was the prison in the Philippines, in Manila. And the prison was originally made to carry 5,000 inmates, and it has 1,000 inmates, and it has close to 6,000 inmates in there. They sleep spooning in the entire prison at night. Yeah. But it's all run on each sect has its own leader or its own sergeant or its own general that takes care of everything. And then there's only 1 guard per 400 inmates in that prison.
And those guards, or whatever they call them over there, they're not there to break up fights. They're not there to do like that kind of stuff. They get paid crap. And so they could care less what happens to those inmates. Like 100%, they could care less. Because there's one, if something breaks out, they ain't going to be able to do anything at all.
Right.
So.
Mary Jane, absolutely correct.
Shark bait. I was almost thinking about getting a job with Vegas Metropolitan Police, because they have their first 2 years, I think, is you work in the jail, and then you can either stay in the jail or go out to the street. But yeah, TSA. I have 2 friends, a sister-in-law that works there, TSA up here, and they like it for sure.
We've got that Supermax complex here down in
in Colorado.
Yeah, that's an incredible complex there. I had a nephew that did a little bit of time down there, and pretty incredible. But okay, so I don't remember where I was going with that, but that complex down there in Canyon City is, I know what I was going to tell you, is a pretty incredible complex. They have a complete prison that runs cattle and horses, and so they train horses, and then they raise cattle for the penitentiaries around. I don't know if you know this, but the oldest prison on the west side of the Mississippi is in Canyon City.
Okay.
And it's pretty neat looking. I've never gone in for the tour, but it is there. Here's my nephew, my cousin Jeff that I grew up with as a child. He is homicide detective in Vegas.
Oh, that's really cool.
And he's almost retired out of there. He's been there so long. So yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, Ren, I saw that episode too. That was a pretty crazy episode too, Ren. And then if you fly into Puerto Vallarta, which is pretty, you kind of fly over all sorts of cool stuff when you're flying in there. You fly right over the Puerto Vallarta, or you fly right over the prison down there, and you can look right in there and see, the chaos that's going on down in there. When we went to Honduras on a cruise in the Caribbean, we did the Western Caribbean, and there's an island off of Honduras. It's called, I don't remember, but the ship protocol was on that island, and that entire island is every part of the island. The only reason that people on the island can survive is because of that prison and the cruise ships that come in. And I asked the guy, I said, well, you must do pretty good with running these little tours around with these cruise ships. He says, we get on a waiting list, and that waiting list is about a week long. So once a week, every week, they can do that. And besides being guards and working at the prison, the only other thing is to tour and to show people on ships the island. That's the only thing they can do. And he said that prison is the worst prison that he's ever heard of down there. They get about a death a week down there.
Wow.
So, yeah, I didn't know you strictly stayed in Alaska. I thought you traveled out.
No, I fly out to Bethel, Alaska, which is Western Alaska. It's about 300-ish miles away from me right here. It's a 737 that flies in there. About 5,000 people that live there. It's technically a village, but it's really not a village. It's more of a city. But we service all the smaller villages throughout the Kuskokwim Delta. So we have, our facility is supposed to hold like 90 inmates, and we have 200, and I think 207 is what we had when I left. But for the most part, I'm pretty lucky working out there because it is pretty low key. Like it's pretty low key.
So, okay, you go to work. Are you a guard, or you do strictly, what do you do exactly over there? Are you a working guard with the inmates, or what?
Yeah, so I'm a correctional officer, so I'm a floor officer. So we all are up there, and so yeah, I walk the floor. I go in there, interact with them, make sure everyone's following the rules and everything. I also, and there's many posts. We have someone working up in booking, so you deal with everyone that comes in drunk, and you book them in, and then we have someone in control, so you handle all the doors and all the radio traffic and all that kind of stuff. And so everyone, there's only 7 of us on a shift. No, 8 on a shift for me. And we all have to kind of help each other because it's such a small group of people. So that's kind of nice. But I went to a specialized class where I had to get selected, pass a physical. So I'm technically a prisoner transport officer. And so when I'm outside of the facility with an inmate, I'm armed.
Right.
And so I'm allowed to basically transport inmates. So this the state of Alaska Department of Public Safety deputized me, I guess. So I'm allowed to do that.
Huh.
Oh yeah, it's cool. And so not everyone can do that, so you have to get selected to go and all that jazz. And so I mean that's pretty fun. I mean it gets kind of when you have to go sit at the hospital for 11 hours on someone that you know shouldn't have to go to the hospital. It kind of gets it's yeah.
So you fly from north of Anchorage to Bethel. I guess you're dealing with a lot of the natives, right?
Oh yeah, they're all Yupik native out there.
So is that all dry out there, meaning no alcohol, or?
So each village has their own rules. So like Bethel is considered damp, and so it used to be wet, but they changed it to damp. So you can drink alcohol, you can bring in alcohol, but there's restrictions on how much you can bring in. Now, the stuff you can bring in, no sane person can drink that much. It's like 13 fifths or something like that. Like
I
no,
watch the Alaskan Troopers all the time. It's a pretty awesome show. They talk about the whole alcohol thing and people smuggling it. It's a big issue over there.
It's a huge.
That and I've seen also it was methamphetamines is like a huge thing over there of people.
Oh, yep.
Crazy. It's crazy to people.
Yeah.
But
So
just alcohol, people doing years for alcohol.
Well, I mean, they're not doing years solely just off the alcohol. They're doing it off of other things. So, like, just bringing in alcohol is it's transportation of alcohol to a dry area or whatever.
Yeah.
Even in the most serious offense, they might get a year, but in that year, they're only going to serve like 3 months.
Yeah. Roger.
And so, but they're normally, they're probably dealing in something else.
Yeah.
So,
I heard
Ashes. It's my jail. I work at a jail. But
Hey, Far North,
what?
thanks for being a member. Appreciate it.
Oh, my wife. Oh, hi, hi.
Well, she visits me a lot. You just don't know it.
Yeah, right.
All right, I gotta run to the restroom. I'll be right back on that.
So, Ashes. I work in a
Real
jail.
deal, sex appeal, big flip.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it's a regional jail. So we service all of the villages out in the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta. We are still a state facility, so I'm still a correctional officer for the state. We house sentenced prisoners there. We house murderers. Someone just came in last week with like 13 charges, ranging from murder 1 down to assault 1 and stuff like that. Very horrendous crime. They're going to be there for years before it's all said and done. So I used to work at a strictly prison, but I transferred from that out to the jail. So are they allowed to brew their own alcohol? It depends. Real ruler. It just depends. Like it depends on the village. Like right here at my house, I can brew my own alcohol. But out in the villages, they call it homebrew, and a lot of the villages do not allow homebrew to be made because homebrew can actually have a different effect on the person. So it's more of a psychedelic almost than a drunk feeling. Do I know Ron Nelson? He does prisoner transfer. So do you know where he works, Silver Keys? Like what facility? So, because that name does not ring a bell, but he could work at a prison that I've never worked at. So there's 800 officers up here, and so I don't know everyone, but in that Alaska State Trooper show, Matt, is a pretty realistic realistic rendition of what they do. Like it's not like Gold Rush where it's like super hyped up. Like the last State Trooper one is pretty accurate.
I love that show. I love that one and the one where the game wardens were on. Yeah, that's mostly what I watch, stuff like that. And the first 48 and cop shows. That's pretty much all I watch when I watch TV, which ain't a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last one. I mean, just watching the way it's so much different than where I live at, especially in South Louisiana. You know how it can be dark for days. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and up here, like the troopers, so they go out to these villages by themselves. So they're in the middle of nowhere, literally middle of nowhere. No help. Well, I mean, technically they have help, but another trooper is hours away, if not days away.
Yeah. That's
so
what I was getting at. Normally, they always say that the next person that could help them would never get there in time. Yeah.
So when you go out there, you literally have to. It's called verbal judo, and you guys can Google it. That's what law enforcement officers are supposed to use to de-escalate situations. It's using your words to get them to do what you want, and how you project that, it means everything. So, like a big thing that it's taught to us, and I use on a daily basis, is approach determines response. Now, if I go in barking orders, yelling in a very very demeaning attitude or whatever, guess what? I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back an asshole. Sorry for the language. Like they're not gonna do what I ask. But
that's
I go
the biggest
in there.
Problem. I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I go in there and I talk to him like a human being and like, hey, come on, dude. You know the rules. Like just talk to them. Now they might give me some lip because one, they're an inmate. I mean, that's their job. But if they do what I want, guess what? I won.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so
that's the biggest. That's the biggest issue I find we have in this whole country in general right now. People want to have conversations, but the first thing they do is try to put someone down or scream at them or insult them. I mean, that's conversation 101. It's never gonna work, and that's just with two normal people. Not talking about an inmate or whatnot, but people just do not understand how to have a conversation and hear people out. The first thing they want to do is get upset, get emotional, and start demeaning the other person, which 100% of the time shuts the other person's ears off, and they can care less. What are you saying? I mean, it's mind blowing to me.
Oh, for sure. And like those troopers, when they go out to those villages and they have to arrest someone that might be, combative or whatever, they need to handle that situation in a way that person's, get him in cuffs, get him detained with the minimal force. And then even if they did have to use force on him, take him down hard or whatever, well, it's after the fact. Like, how do you talk to him after the fact? Like, once the fight's done, it's done. And so now you have to transport that guy somewhere else. Well, guess what? You get on a snow machine and it breaks down. Well, guess who knows how to fix that snow machine? The inmate that you just arrested. And so, how you talk to that inmate or prisoner or whatever, guess what? You might have to have them uncuffed and help you fix the snow machine. Or if you get the snow machine stuck, help get the snow machine unstuck and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's how you treat people is, how you treat people is the way they're going to treat you back. So if you're civil with people, they're going to do the same thing back to you. Yeah.
Approach determines response. But sometimes you do have to raise your voice. I mean, you do have to raise your voice and stuff like that to get your point across. But it's how you just if you're a dick, guess what? They're going to be a dick. And vice versa. So,
yeah, and I've learned recently. If you're a little bit too nice with people and you go a little bit too far, they take advantage of you like crazy.
Oh
So-
yeah.
So yeah,
What's
yeah,
going on,
it's a fine window in between there. That's the hardest thing for me to deal with since all my crazy life flopped around is not being able to help other people out. That's usually one of my favorite things to do, and now, oh man, I'm in no position to even help myself out. So it's crazy, you know. But I got myself in lots of trouble helping people out also. So it's probably a good thing for a while. Maybe to look at reality for a little while.
Hey, Rockstar, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. We're just basically, it's kind of a release for, our community in this chat, in this channel right now to just get off the grind of the coins. And I'm kind of liking it. We're going all over the place with topics. So if anybody has a topic, Nubs, what's going on? Feel free to throw it out there in the chat and we'll go at it.
Silver
No
Witches,
doubt.
I don't know
I'm
if
a
that's
very random
true.
person.
No, not you.
I don't think that's true, Silver Wishes, but there has been quite a few troopers killed in plane crashes, that's for sure. What's up?
Okay, so I want to throw up a link for you guys to go to. This is Silver Life. He's doing some crazy stuff over there. For like a year, he hung out in my room when he was just learning the community. And now that he's up and going to build his channel, I want to work with him. He's doing a really cool giveaway. I think it's a 53 NGC slabbed mint set, proof set maybe. So I'm going to find this link. I'm going to pin it, and you guys can go. And when you go over there, make sure that you tell them Big Flip sent you, because I'm probably going to be using this link for a couple giveaways on Friday. So just a heads up. Let me pin it for you guys. And I think Friday, when I do a couple giveaways, you don't have to be here to win. I think I'm just going to make it so that if you win, I'm going to send it to you, providing I have your address, or it'll be like, I'll give you a week to get back to me on it. But I want to help him get to his 500. We were at 375 or something, and now he's up to 425. So he's 75 away, and I know that we can get him there. So there's the link right there, and I'm going to pin it. It's up top. All you guys have to do is click on that link and go over there and comment, but make sure you put Big Flip in there, because I'm going to use my random comment picker with a filter for Big Flip to be in the comments. And if you don't mind, subscribe, ring the bell, and then put one of his videos or this video in your library, and then watch it at your convenience if you don't have time to do it now. Though this video is not very long.
Well, it's almost dark over here. This guy's taking forever. There's two big bends in a row. So what he did was he flanked the first one before he got to this one. And these two bends are only about a half mile apart, maybe a mile apart. So I don't know if it's going to get dark before he gets here or not. But he's coming around the corner shortly. Might get dark before we even see him.
How often do you have to do
November 68.
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
How often do you have to post breaks like this?
I was going to have to stop for traffic like this.
Yeah.
When I'm northbound, southbound traffic has the right of way. So anytime a boat calls and say, "Hey, I need you to stop below that bend," the further north you get, the more tight it gets. So you have a lot more people asking you to stop. But yeah, when I'm northbound, anytime a boat calls me, just about any bend. So it might be twice a watch. You have to sit out 15 to 20 minutes, and sometimes it might be 3 hours you watch. You have to stop and wait for a few boats to come down. When these guys flank the bend, it usually takes them about 45 minutes or an hour to make that 1 mile, because they slow down to 1 mile an hour to get, to get the head of their barges to swing around the bend. So, yeah.
Real ruler, I'll see you after dinner, my dude. Thanks for coming in.
And then southbound, the most you have to really wait when you're coming southbound is when you're following one of these big guys and he has to flank the bend. Because then you have to make sure you give yourself enough time and enough distance where you don't run up on them while they're doing their flank. So that's pretty much the only time. But when that happens, normally as soon as you get around the bend, you could hook it up and get around that guy, so you ain't got to do it again. So southbound, you pretty much run almost all the time just straight down. Northbound, maybe twice a watch, twice in 6 hours. You might have to stop, and it goes anywhere from just maybe having to slow down a little bit to give them enough time to come around the bend, or stop completely like this and wait an hour or two for them to come around.
It's the coin.
Rockstar, yes, he is a captain.
I'm pushing you. But
Who else came in? We got Rick Cowan, Nubs, Nomad. All right, so if you guys didn't click on that link up top, could you do that for me? Go over there and show Silver Life. He's got some really cool stuff going on over there, so make sure you grab him up. And all right, Real Ruler, go eat me something good.
you want to come with me? Nice to meet you.
So how's the weather far north?
Yesterday it poured down rain all day.
And that is because you're close to the ocean, right?
So, yeah, that definitely has something to do with it. I mean, the ocean is super cold. I mean, our inlet, it freezes, but the tides are so strong that it ganks out that ice. And then, so our inlet is just chock full of ice.
Right.
But we've had a kind of a mild winter here. It hasn't, that's the first rain we had all year. So it hasn't been like raining, but we haven't had a deep freeze. It's just been cold. It's been like, not really cold, but like teens. Normally we'll have like super cold spells and then warm spells, cold spells, warm spells. But this year has been it's actually been pretty nice.
Very neat.
But here,
You getting any quarter boxes up there? Do you hunt them at all up there?
so I can get them, but I've been putting literally all of my money to get these 18s out of the way.
Right. Do you think that's an endless battle?
I mean, obviously it has to end sometime, right?
No, not necessarily. They can just keep pumping. I mean, how many were made?
Well, 12 or 10 million, but
Yeah, so I don't think you can do that in a lifetime, can you?
probably not. But that being said, I don't think they all got shipped up here. So the Loomis boxes are the ones that have the 2018s in them. And when I return them, it's a different armored car company.
Right.
And so they pick up the coins and then they've been wrapping them. Well, I just picked up bags this week and they had 2018s in them. I mean, par for the course. I mean, I've dropped 91 boxes of 2018s to them, but there was silver in them. So there were silver enders and everything. I'm like, well, heck, I can't. I mean, and we found 1140s in that bag, and there was a bunch of 2018s in it. So there's still silver being mixed in.
Do you have any stickers that you put on the coins just so you can kind of keep an eye?
So I have put your stickers on. You sent me 50 of them, I think, and I put them on. I have found them in the past. But these 2018s, what I've been doing is because we just rip open them, look at the edges, and dump them. And so what I was doing is using like blue permanent marker and coloring. I colored one full box of the edges dark blue.
Right.
And so when I rip open these rolls, I can see the edges or whatever. I don't think, because the amount of 2018s that I saw in the bags from from Denali. They're not selling or getting rid of the 2018s. They're definitely wrapping them, or maybe they're shipping some out. But I don't think Loomis is getting those same coins back. So, but like what, 2 weeks ago, I got 6 boxes, and no, I got 12 boxes. One was circulated. So there's still random circulated boxes coming. It's just, I was getting 6 boxes a week from my main bank, but I upped it to 12 just to try to, get rid of these. CHC, when they had 2018s in their area, they went through almost 90 boxes. And so I think we're getting towards the end of it. I'm hoping.
Well, I feel real sorry for you guys. You're just trying to, do your thing up there, and you end up getting that. It's kind of catastrophic for a channel to keep bumping into uncirculated boxes like that.
Oh yeah. And like my dad, he goes through Key Bank for his boxes, which I mean I can go down there and open up an account and get boxes through them, and they get Loomis boxes and they're circulated. So I have no idea. Like I don't know why I'm getting uncirculated ones and he's getting circulated ones. I mean, obviously it's a different vault. Hey.
Well, that's what happens here. Matt 83, yes, I will keep in touch with you, my dude. I'm looking forward to doing this again. I know you're going to be running for the week. So thank you very much for doing that. I know it's setting. The sun is setting and you got to turn your lights on and it's going to flood the camera. So I get it, my dude. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. So, yeah, that's what I have is I have one bank that I'm always getting uncirculated boxes, and that's where I'm finding these quarters. And then I have another bank that I never get circulated boxes. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's obviously a different vault.
Yeah. I wish we knew more about how they did that stuff.
And they won't. They definitely won't.
Yeah.
They definitely won't tell you.
And maybe I need to get a job for a couple weeks, at the vault rolling coin place. I once ventilated an armored car company. Hold on. I'll get right back to you guys.
So shark bait, yes. We've had 91 boxes of 2018s. Before that, we were getting a bunch of 2018s, but they were still in circulated boxes. But yeah, 91 boxes of 2018. So between me or us and CHC, we've touched 3% of the 2018s minted. Ezra. No. Yeah, so we've touched 3% of them. So there's still 97% out there left to be handled. But a fun fact, I looked up on PCGS's website. The 2020 half dollar has a higher mintage than the 2018s. So just wait in the future. There's going to be some 2020 boxes out there. Because we found in a Key Bank box, we found $55 worth of 2020s in there, in just one box.
I haven't found one.
Oh, you haven't?
Nope, only 19s.
Well, if you need 2020s, I'm your hookup.
Thanks anyway, bro. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get them sooner or later.
Yeah, you'll definitely get them.
Far North, did I hear you called your son by the name of Ezra?
Yeah.
That's my nephew's name.
Oh, okay, cool.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, so all of our kids were named after characters from shows.
Really?
Yeah, so my oldest, Abigail, she's named after the ER nurse, Abby. Because when we had her, we were binge watching ER, and we loved that character, and we like the name. And then Lorelai, my middle child, she's named after Lorelai Gilmore from the Gilmore Girls. And Ezra, since I get to pick his name. Ezra is a Jedi off of the Star Wars Clone Wars series. You are a Jedi, and it's Ezra Luke. So Luke, Luke Skywalker. So
Huh.
yeah, I'm a geek.
I didn't know that. I have a lot of Star Wars stuff. A lot of it. From back in the day, from back when I was a kid. Matter of fact, I have the Star Wars LP. The vinyl.
Wait, like the soundtrack or whatever?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
it is neat. And I do have a record player.
Those LPs have better sound too.
Yeah. I need to go and watch that whole Star Wars series again. I would really enjoy that. I always got mixed up on what series was what and what direction they went, and I just wasn't that guy, that geek. I was busy surfing and running jet skis and getting in trouble and partying, and that back in those days it was. I'm very fortunate I can't remember a lot of those days. Why I can't remember, I'll never know, but I can't remember them. There was a lot going on.
Have you dove into the Mandalorian series?
No.
It's on Disney Plus.
Huh.
They did an awesome job with that series.
Mandalorian?
Yeah. Yeah, they did an awesome job.
It's sci-fi?
Yeah, it's Star Wars.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's the bounty hunter, so like Boba Fett. So it dives into their culture, which they're technically called Mandalorians.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's kind of, they're good, but some of the actors, it's kind of the acting is pretty crappy, but the story is pretty cool.
Super neat. Yeah, I found that to be really, really cool. Your son was named Ezra. I have 3 nephews, Ezra, Dustin, and Jesse. And Ezra has always been he's only 11 years younger than me. So I was his uncle at 11. And a matter of fact, I watched him being born at the age of 11. My sister had a midwife and did it at home, and I'm pretty sure I've been wrecked ever since after I saw that. But it was pretty incredible at 11 years old to see your nephew born.
Yeah.
Well, we've been pretty tight over the years, though he's crazier than I am. But we look exactly the same. Far north, you wouldn't believe it. He's probably 50 pounds heavier than me. Same height, same build, same look, blonde hair, really good looking like me, And when we go walking around, we're like almost 900 pounds walking down the street together. And we kind of clear the path. People look at us and their jaws drop open, especially like if we're down in Albuquerque or something. And it's nothing but, natives and Indians and Spanish guys and Latinos. And me and Ezra go walking down the street into like a restaurant or something. And everybody's jaw kind of drops. I always make the funny story of I went to a George Lopez concert and I was the tallest one there. I stood out like a fog house, like a lighthouse. Yeah. So yeah, me and my nephew were really, really tight. As a matter of fact, growing up, they always thought that we were brothers, and if we weren't brothers, then they always thought me and my sister were the parents of my nephew. So it was pretty crazy growing up. That's how close we resemble each other. Everybody says, hey, there's another guy in town that looks just like you. And I go, Yeah, that's my nephew. You know, and Colorado Springs is not a small town. So what's on your agenda for the rest of the night? You gonna stream?
Yeah, so we're streaming 3 boxes tonight. One box has Enders in it, so I'm hoping that bag is gonna produce just like the other one did.
So you have 3 to do tonight.
Yeah,
That'll be
And
cool.
and then I gotta go. I have to go to the post office to mail off these packages. I was waiting for them because they close for an hour for their lunch break, and so I didn't want to sit down there for an hour. So I came home and then I jumped on here. So I gotta go down there and I gotta buy some 15-cent stamps to put on some of the envelopes.
Victoria, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. So how are you going to get in your PO box? You find your key, or your wife can come?
I'll just have my wife pick up the mail when she gets off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's always the best.
Yeah, I just hate waiting for stuff. I don't know. And supposedly it's against like USPS rules that they can't hand you mail across the table or the counter.
What?
From your so apparently it's it's some rule that they can, if it's delivered into your PO box, like actual mail, they cannot grab it from your PO box and hand it to you over the counter. Supposedly,
They do it for me all the time.
no, they've done it for me before too, but they have a big sign up. I haven't done it in months, but they have this big sign up that says, you know, make sure you don't forget your key or something like that. It's like, if I show you my ID, what's the big deal?
Right.
They probably do it because they're so busy. They service thousands of people, and there's only like 2 of them there. They're so understaffed. So they probably did that because they don't have time to do it.
Hardcore, what's going on, bud? Thanks for coming in. Yeah.
But I do have something else that's coming down the pipe. I know you bought one of my rounds from
3 of
me.
them. 2 of
Yeah.
them. You gave me-
Yeah. So there's 20 of those minted, and that's all I'm going to do for that generation. So I worked with the Alaska Mint, and we're going to actually we have the generation 2 coming out, and so I'm gonna share this photo. It's down in the basement.
You gonna send it email or throw it up right now?
Nope, it's down in the basement.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you had to go down to your basement.
So that is the clay mold for my die.
Huh.
So the Alaska Mint's gonna mint us or carve us a die so we can get rounds minted, and so we're super excited about that.
That is neat.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty freaking cool.
Nerd, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, and thank you for being a member. I appreciate that very much. That is super, super neat. I would
And
love to have a set of dies.
the reverse is gonna be a surprise. I'm not gonna reveal like what the other side's gonna be.
Why not?
So, because then that ruins the surprise.
Why does it have to be a surprise?
So basically, we're gonna do limited mintages, and the reverse is gonna change. So
Why did? Oh, I see what happened there. We fell off to the edge. I don't really understand StreamYard, but whatever. Yeah, that's super neat.
yeah. So the prices are still to be determined because there's different things that I can do, and the Alaska Mint's already expensive. It's gonna be like $50 is gonna be is what the regular silver rounds go for. So it's not gonna be cheaper than $50. I know that for a fact. But I plan on doing like different. I think I want to say we're gonna do like 20 per series, and we're gonna offer gold relief ones, double gold relief ones, and then just the regular silver. But they're going to be, I can get them proof. So the fields will be super proofy. So they're going to be pretty cool.
Proofy. You said so. They're going to be proofy.
Proofy. It's a very technical term. So.
Well, that's super neat.
No, we're excited.
Did you get a price tag on getting dies made yet, or what?
Yeah. It's not cheap.
I bet.
Well, it's actually, I mean, it's not actually that bad of a price for what you're getting. But a lot of the companies won't. Well, one, I have a unique circumstance where I can just go into Anchorage and they can mint me rounds. I don't have to order them. I don't have to deal with a company that's down south. I don't have to buy 100 coins all at the same time.
Right. They can just stand
and
eat them.
Yeah, so like the engraved ones, they told me that they gave me a price and they told me that I had to buy 10 at a time. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. I can do 10 at a time. I can't do, 100.
Right.
So
Nerd, I'm sorry about that, bro.
So I'm kind of in a unique situation, and they're super cool. Like they love what I do. They're like super intrigued. They're like, you can still find silver? I'm like, yeah. And
even my coin store says that. I've gone in and I say, I hunt $50 and quarters, and they're all like, why? And this is a really old set in its ways coin store. And I said, because I find silver, and I'm all like, they're all like, really? I said, I found 26 ounces of silver in a box last week, and they're all like, oh, come on. And I'm all like, look at my page. You'll see it. Yeah, Nerd, I'm sorry about that, my bud. It's, it's just kind of sucks that banks don't play well with us. They know exactly what we're doing. It's exactly what the government, the feds tried to do by making us hunt coins is, it's exactly what they were doing with the W's. And it's upsetting when the banks get mad at us and they don't get us coins. But like you said, she's on vacation, so maybe it'll all come back next week. Sorry you're bummed out on that, Nerd.
And Nerd, I don't know if you got my email, Nerd. I did send you an email. Just FYI.
Nerd, how many W's have you found since you've been getting the uncirculated boxes? That you've sold or whatever. Do you have a tally on that? I'm kind of over coin roll hunting right now. I'm going to have to come back down later, but Coin Junkie, thanks for coming back. What was for dinner? Shark Bait, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. And now, everybody who just came in, will you hit that pinned link up there and go over there? Make sure you put Big Flip in the comments and throw one of the videos in the library if you don't have time to do it now, so you can watch it later, and make sure you ring the bell because there is a massive giveaway going on over there. I'm pretty sure by the end of the weekend, we'll have him within 50 away. So he's just looking for 500. That's super doable for a really, really. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Party Pickle Poofy Hum sounds an awful lot like Poopy Pants, wouldn't you say, Big Flip? Come on.
No, it does not.
I knew I shouldn't have said Poopy Pants the other night because I knew it was going to stick. So here's a funny story, Far North. One night, I was talking to Lady Kid Nichols, and I slipped. And instead of a K, I put a P in there.
Yeah.
You heard about it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I couldn't shake that for 6 months. And that's why Silver Keys comments breast stream ever. I can't shake it. Party Pickle, thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated, my friend.
And Party
Appreciate it.
Pickle, you can't have that quarter.
Ribs and fries for dinner from Coin Junkie. Ooh, beef ribs or pork? Because I am a beef rib guy. Though I don't mind a pork one. I like elk ribs. Elk ribs are awesome. You check a couple.
I've never had elk, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
I'm an Alaskan boy. We don't have elk. Well, we technically do, but you're not gonna get one.
Well, I've only had moose a couple times. Really, you've never had elk?
No, my wife has because she's from that area.
Well, next time you visit up north, let me know when you're coming to town, and I'll bring up the RV with the barbecue and the steaks. And we will
Okay.
have elk steaks.
Yeah, one of these years we keep talking about it, and we normally don't go on vacation in the summertime because the summer up here is nice. Like there's no reason to leave, but we want to go to Wyoming for Frontier Days in July.
Right?
And like she has a bunch of family down there that I've never met. They've never met the kids, and so we need to go down and go visit family.
Well, you let me know. I can be there in 3.5 hours.
Yeah, well, we would fly into Denver, so we could definitely make a stop.
Do you guys have dim sum up there? Do you know what that
Who?
is?
Dim sum?
It's a Asian brunch.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It would seem like Alaska would be quite the melting pot of food.
Well, there could be for sure, but I've just in Anchorage. There's a ton of like Asian, Thai, those type of restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
But out here where I'm at, there's nothing. We have 2 Chinese restaurants, and both of them suck.
60 salts and 128 tall grass is what Nerd has found so far. That's where I was at, is like 130 tall grass. And I probably ended up with, I don't know, 30 of the rivers, Salt River Bays. But they're going to come back around. You just got to keep searching those uncirculated boxes. Stack Deck, what's going on?
Stack Deck, which Merc? Are you talking about the one that was on Scent Hoarder's auction? Yeah, I picked up some freaking amazing older Constitutional from Scent Hoarder. He bought a typeset, and then he was parting out the coins in it. And
Right.
I mean, oh my gosh, one of them was a seated quarter that it's in immaculate condition, and I stole it. I literally stole that quarter from him.
Well, you said you were talking to Nitrate the other day. So did Nitrate just pull his channel down temporarily, or is that what's going on with that?
I did not dive into that with him. I honestly don't know, like, the whole situation.
That medical build there, that he was talking about for a while.
Yeah, so I do know that he like part of his job is like he was like a healthcare urgent care manager or whatever, and they were building a new place, and
Right.
so he had nothing to do. Like, yeah, okay, they were building it, but he didn't really have he wasn't working that many hours. He was still getting paid. He just wasn't getting that many hours. But now that it's up and running full bore, he's working 7 days a week, so
Well,
he has no time.
I thought they were building it.
It's built, it's done, and it's open, and so he's working 7 days a week. And so I do know that he was in a stream, because before he left, he was getting into other people's streams, and it was nice having him in streams. But he went to one stream, politics got brought up. He said something that I don't know what he said. I honestly don't know what he said, but
Yeah,
it pissed off some people, and apparently he was getting death threats from people. And one of the people, and I know, that has sent emails to many channels. I've heard his name was one of them.
well, he threatened me, right? He threatened me and my lady with death.
Yeah. Yep. No, that dude's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And and then his daughter wasn't into coins anymore. And so
Right.
and she was part of the channel. And so I think he just saw it as a thing, it was a good time to just quit. I think he still has his eBay store. He still has his iBuy coins. So I don't think he needed the YouTube. I think he was doing it, as a thing to do with his kid. And then when she said that she didn't want to do it anymore, he just, kind of, I don't know. So, I mean, I'm totally speculating. I don't know anything. Don't quote me on anything.
I was just asking the question. I looked for his channel the other day. It wasn't there. So
it's not there.
I figured he just pulled it, put it in suspension for a little bit while he,
I hope he did. I hope he comes back, because Saturday, his auctions, dude, I loved his auctions.
right.
Especially when no one was in there bidding.
Right.
I mean,
that's kind of how my auctions go. When I have one, everybody gets stuff for free. But it's all right.
Yeah.
I start it where I need to, and if it doesn't go up from there, that's
exactly. Yep. And then, but yeah, no, I stole it. Oh, who was it? John Argent. You got everything for Earth. I know. I went into Sin Hoarder's auction. I was actually at work, so I have super bad internet, and I couldn't even bring up the Excel sheet, Google sheet, to know what was coming up. And I'm like, at the beginning, I'm like, yeah, I'm broke. Like I bought all these slabs. Like, I'm broke, and I have no money to spend on anything fun or whatever. And so he brings up these older constitutional coins, and I mean, he's starting them off at like $20, and I'm like, dude, that's more. That's worth more than that. I'm like, I have to bid on it. Have to. And
kids are eating bologna sandwiches, but I'm getting those coins.
And I mean, they went up, but I still got them for way under what they're valued at. And I mean, I just couldn't pass it up. And everyone's like, I thought you were broke. And I'm like, I am. And so, and then freaking we do this, me, Sin Hoarder, and EP, we were chit-chatting, and Sin Hoarder shows me this $5 Indian gold piece, and he's like, yeah, I have this. I'm like, gosh dang it, how much do you want for it? And he told me a price. I'm like, just add it in my pack. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, I was super stoked that I got that pack I was missing. Super stoked.
I bet.
But it wasn't anybody's fault. It just I was thinking that, how they leave you a key in your PO box for you to go over and get something out of a bigger PO box.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's what happened was they put a key in there for me to grab stuff out of another PO box, and it was the one up high. And I was thinking maybe it was just sitting in there, and I didn't see it after I grabbed one package. I didn't see the second package because they said, "Oh no, it was in your PO box, so it's your problem." And I'm all like, "Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. I mean, I can't, blame anybody. If you're saying it was in my P.O. box and there was a key left there, she said there was a key left in your P.O. box with a package and the name was Big Flip. And I said, that's every pack I get. So,
Yeah.
you know, was it Silver Keys stuff she was sending me, or was it Shibby Rob stuff, or was it, you know? And she's all, well, it was in there. And I'm all right. Well, no, what do I do now? And she says, you have to file a claim online. I said, a lot of good that's going to do.
Yeah.
And then it showed up. So I was super stoked.
Yeah. I mean, I'm super lucky that I've only lost 2 packages in the mail, and they're both giveaways that I sent out.
Really?
Yeah. And it was partially my fault. The first time I didn't tape the envelope good enough, and they sent me a picture and it looked like it was, a machine, did it in or whatever. And so I'm like, well, I'll send you something. I won't send you the same thing, but I'll send you something to kind of make up for it. Cause it was my fault. I could have done a better job packaging it. And then the second one, I moved to a manila envelope. So one, they're a little bit thicker. You can't see through them. But we send out a bunch of stuff, and the one envelope that I did not tape, the machine destroyed it.
Huh. Well, yeah, that's a live and learn situation there.
And so I'm like, I sent that person something to replace it, because I remember doing that package. I'm like, oh crap, we didn't tape that one.
Well, I lost a pack that went to Spain for 10 months.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that one.
But I ended up getting that back. That's $20 shot on the scratchers. Great. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go cook dinner. I thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. Could everybody who just came in, you know what? I will do a giveaway though, since I'm all caught up on my giveaways. Hold on.
All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here because I gotta hit the post office.
Far North, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate you.
It's always a pleasure, Big Flip.
Take care, my
and everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming in. You guys are awesome. And yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you tonight, maybe.
Oh yeah. So Far North, are you sold out?
No. We still got I think 130 rolls left.
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead and throw in your PayPal, or however, throw in your link for that stream so they can find you for the hunt tonight. Before you go, feel free. Always feel free. That's why you got that wrench. Okay.
I know, but I don't like.
I get it. Just throw it in there. I won one of the 10,000 Cruella Disney Villains 2018 Nui from Big T's last night. Hey, Cruella. Cool. All right, there's tonight's stream. If anybody wants to get some coins at the Coin Roll Hunt at Far North, he's got silver enders. Silver in the bag, I should say. Right? It's a bag?
Yep.
Yeah,
it's in a bag. But yeah, there's one bag has 2, maybe 3 enders. And the last bag we opened that had 2 enders had 11 40s. So we're hoping that streak continues.
So how that's going to work over there is you're going to number the 3 hunts, right? And then they're going to be able to pick a number. So you already have your first donation for the first number, right? So they don't know if they're going to get the bag with the silver enders, or they don't know if they're going to get that one, correct?
Yeah. So the Juan is up first. He gets to pick between the 3 bags. So he has a 1 in 3 chance of picking the good bag. Well, I mean, they all could be good, but enders don't mean anything. They just get the heart beating.
Right.
So he gets to pick a bag, and then since they're in a bag, I take them out. I kind of like line the rolls up in a way that I can transfer them over into a box, so the roll numbers kind of match up. And then he picks the roll, and that's where we start. So last stream, T-Tone, he picked one of the ender bags right off the get-go. So we were on silver for the first hour. And then
Well,
we went down.
last time you had a Benji Ender, I came in at like, I don't know.
Oh, dude, that was such a long stream. Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
man,
that's
that was crazy. I came
Dude,
in at
that-
like 11 o'clock and did a donation. I ended up hitting the Benji Ender. Pretty
yeah,
crazy.
dude. That stream, I want to say it was that stream. We did 8 boxes that night, and we didn't get to bed until 4:30 in the morning, I think.
Yeah,
And
I did a 12-hour one night. It was incredible. 10 boxes.
yeah, we had East Coasters that went to bed and said, "All right, night everyone." And then they came in the morning like, "You guys are still streaming?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're hallucinating."
Right. All right.
then
I'm
we-
doing it now, Silver Keys.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta go get to the post office. So, hopefully we see you guys tonight. If not, see you on the YouTube world later on.
All right. Hey, take care, Far North. So there's the pin link up there if you guys want to go over to Far North and buy some coins. Open giveaway, exclamation giveaway, space and 1, exclamation point, giveaway, all one word, space and 1 to get in on it. Silver Keys, Mud SWAT, Jimmy Lakari. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. You'll have a choice of getting a W or a 4 and silver. It's up to you. What W you get, I don't know. You can pick, or you can pick a, whoa, what's going on with that screen? Or you can pick a 4 and silver giveaway. Let me, shoot, what's going on? I said shoot. Happy Bears, Vern, Crafty, Dwayne, Silver Wishes, Archaeology, Siren, Rick, Sublime, Sharkbait, Hardcore, Jimmy, Mud SWAT, Silver Keys, Stack Deck. It's time to get into my comfies, I think. Not right now in front of you guys, but. Stack Deck, Gleason's News, Little Penny, and Scott Hall. If you didn't hear your name, you're not in. You guys want to go to Far North tonight and buy some rolls? There you go. I think I might buy some rolls tonight. Keep the flip side out of it. Shorts. Shorty shorts. No, not shorty shorts. Comfies, my sweats. Just got home here. Happy Bears, you're lucky. You are lucky. Happy Bears, your pack went out. Just to let you know. Exclamation giveaway is all one word. Space 1. Nerd got in. Scott Hall. I don't see Nomad in there. 45 seconds. Not very many people in there. 3, 6, 9, maybe 20. Poopy pants shorts. Don't start, Mikey. And there you are, Nomad. You been sleeping? What's going on? So we got Scott Hall, Nerd, and Nomad. I missed your mail call. Did you get the W's? I did your mail call at the beginning of a stream about a week and a half ago. Yeah, and it wasn't labeled Nerd. I'm very sorry about that, but I did do the mail call at the beginning of the stream. It might not have even been, no, matter of fact, it was right before I did a quarter hunt, Nerd. So, all right. Let me see. Dwayne got in, yes. And then Vern. Oh, wait. Vern, do Vern get in? Hurry up, Vern. I'm allowing entries again. Hurry up. Hurry. Ohio Coin Collector, what's going on? Did you get in? Ohio, exclamation giveaway, space 1 to get in on the giveaway. Alexa, set timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, starting now.
If you didn't get in, you got 30 seconds more. There you go, Ohio, you got in. Did Dwayne get in? Dwayne, wait, yep, you're in. Gleason, Vern. Did Vern get in? Yeah, well, Vern, you are in. Christina Marabella, exclamation giveaway. All one word, space one. Oh, you did it. You're good. Alexa, dismiss. All right, it's closed. Good luck, everybody. Dwayne Mansell, congratulations. Do you want a 4 and silver pole or do you want a W? If you want a W, you got to tell me if you want a San Antonio Mission or a river. I will tell you this. I've looked through these rivers and they're a little bit rougher than the San Antonio Missions because I've kind of cherry picked the rivers. All right, W. So do you want a San Antonio Mission that I have not cherry picked, or do you want a River of No Return that I have cherry picked through, but there's still nice quarters in there, don't get me wrong. River or San Antonio Mission, you let me know. See, and this is the exact reason I don't use stickies. First of all, they fall apart and then your coin sticks to them. God, they suck. Mission. All right. Now, I'm going to pull out a wad of them. Said wad. I'm going to pull out a wad of them, and then you are going to give me a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is 9 right here. And this top one is number 1. And it goes all the way down to the back one is number 9. Give me a number between 1 and 9. Reset. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good luck to you, my friend. We'll look at that coin up close so you'll know which coin you're getting. All right, here it is. I'm going to go.
I know there was a
2019 San Antonio Mission. If you look at the backside, it looks like there's a little bit of chatter there on the right side, but that backside's really nice. I don't see anything crazy going on that coin. Not on the reverse. Oh, maybe a little bit right up here. Let's look at the front. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't hunted these. Might have a really nice one here. There's your chatter mark you're looking for. Just below the U in United, there's a couple little bit of chatter, and then right below his nose and on his cheek, there's a little more. So that's really all I see. That will be heading to you, my bud. I appreciate you very, very much. And I will get that labeled up right now. It's dinner time for me, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you very, very much. Let me change this. I think it's this one. Are you guys going to be looking in the pantry again? Green screen. And let's do this guy. Boom. So what is going on with this camera? Whatever. Dwayne, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And Dwayne, you did have a pack go out today.
no one's called today, except for Walgreens, but I mean, that doesn't count.
Thank you to my moderators. I appreciate you guys very, very much for coming in. We had that one troll that came through here and said my subscription is set for his site. Very neat. Looking forward to that. And thank you to all my members that came in. Thank you to Super Chatters. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you. If I didn't say hello to you, I'm very, very sorry. But if you want to buy coin rolls for tonight, right up there is Far North Coins. And I pinned that one. So let me see if I can do this. Paste. Yep. This one right here that I'm putting in the chat is Silver Life. Gleason, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it. And if you guys don't have Silver Life, go over there, and that is his giveaway video. Make sure you put Big Flip in the comments, because when I use my comment picker on Friday, I'm going to use his video for my comment picker. And the only way I can decipher you out of all the other comments is to be Big Flip. And the early bird giveaway, you will not have to be here in order to win. I am going to comment pick that one, and I'll comment pick it all night long. But you don't have to be here to do the early bird, but you will have to be here to do the rest. Verlin Point says, boom, Coin Junkie. Coin Junkie says, oh, that's what Coin Junkie does, though. That's all right. I'm gonna snatch some of those coins back from him. He's a multimillionaire in here. I have like 100,000 coins, and he's got like 718 million or something. Yeah, I'm gonna get those coins back one way or the other. I'm gonna rig it. All right, thank you, moderators. I appreciate each and every one of you for carrying around the wrench. Thanks for babysitting Big Flip. Much appreciated. Oh, here's a pretty cool toner I found. You guys want to see this real quick? Oh, you know, it's a toner. I mean, let me change my cam setting. Oh, you're not going to be able to see it through the Yardbird. But it's a super neat toner. Maybe I'll show it to you on the next stream. Let me try to turn off my green screen. None. Nope, you still can't see it. Super nice toner, though. All right, I'll show that to you on the next one, guys. Thanks for coming in. Let's raid mobile coins. You want to raid mobile coins? Yeah, we can do that. Sure. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Okay, if you guys want to go over to mobile coins, here's the link. Boom. All right, guys, till I see you again, do something nice for somebody, pay it forward every chance you get. I will see you all on the next one. And I thank you very much. Friday night, 7 Mountain Time. Don't forget. And I think I'll have plenty of boxes. We're still only going to do 2. And then 1 box can be sold separately, but it's got to be sold the entire box. I just don't want to stretch the streams out as long as I've been doing. It's hard for everybody. So till I see you again, do something nice. Pay it forward every chance you get. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Take care, guys. Thank you, moderators. Appreciate you.